everyone, and welcome, finally, to the Pokemon Yellow Let's Play. Now, let's cover everything in this Zero episode that needs to be covered beforehand. First of all, this has been a very long-coming series of mine. The way it started was, in March of 2014, I really wanted a 3DS because Pokemon X and Y just came out, I think, that previous October in 2013. So I really wanted to play it, but I didn't have a 3DS. Nor did I have Pokemon X or Y, really. So I wanted to get it, but obviously was too poor, was probably not going to be able to save up enough money anywhere within a timely manner. So what I did was I turned to the Rooster Teeth community. And being the ever-gracious and charitable community that the Rooster Teeth community is, people actually came forth to give me money. But here's the thing. I didn't just say, give me money, and there was no return from that. What I had said I would do is I would start a Pokemon Yellow Let's Play, and for every dollar a person gave me, up to $5 per person, they would get to nickname a Pokemon in the Pokemon Yellow Let's Play. Now, I got the 3DS probably, I think it was like within a couple of weeks. People gave me enough money to get the 3DS, and I got it, and I played the hell out of Pokemon X and Y, and basically just waited and accumulated nicknames slowly over time. Today is August 11th, 2015, and it's been a couple of months now, probably about a month and a half, 2 months maybe, since I've gotten all the nicknames, and everything in the gap between that, the 2 months, was pretty much me slightly being lazy, but mostly setting everything up, make sure I had my ducks in a row, and designing this entire border that we're going to explain right now. So, pretty much as would be, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Influenced? Not influenced. As would be inferred, that's the word. As would be inferred from me taking nicknames from each person, I'm going to capture all 151 Pokemon in this run. Including Mew, yes. There's a way to get Mew in the Red, Blue, Yellow games. It's extremely simple. It is technically a glitch, so it's not going to be a legal Mew per se, but it's a more legal method than using a Game Shark. So, over on the left, there's going to be the first box, which is the Party Box. As in any Pokemon game, you can have 6 Pokemon in your party at any given time, so there are 6 boxes in that spot, and it's basically just going to be a real-time reflection of who I have in the party at any given point. It really, the way this works, the reason that there's a border at all, is because my emulator is stupid and I can only get so much of the screen filled up by the picture of the game itself. So there's all this space on the outside. I figured, let's go ahead and add something out there, because why not? So there's the Party Box. Below that is the League Progress Box. Also pretty self-explanatory. It's basically got enough space within it for the 8 badges, so that way if somebody jumps in the middle for whatever fucking reason, they know where I am in the progress of the game. There's also space for the Elite Four and Gary, the champion, so there's that. The other side, the right side, has first the current objectives box. People were telling me I probably shouldn't have this box, it's sort of a waste of time, and a waste of effort, and overall just there's no need to have it. But I tend not to listen to people, so I'm keeping it anyways. The main reason I'm keeping this, though, it'll be obvious what I'm doing whenever I'm going through the main part of the game, but after beating the Elite Four, there's still going to be a ton of Pokemon I need to go back and catch, there's going to be a ton of things I need to go back and do. It's basically, there's just a massive amount of things that need to be done. Because I can capture every Pokemon I need in the first run through, but then I have to go back and level them all up, so they can evolve. Because I have to get all 151 during this. So, basically the current objectives thing is going to cover that and what I'm doing, so that way if somebody again comes in the middle, they know what's happening. The next box on the right side is the Recent Capture box. This pretty much is sort of, again, to keep people in the loop as to what's happening at any given point, or what the last thing I caught was, because there are some people that are probably only going to want to watch this to see the Pokemon that they nicknamed get captured and named, or for them to come up and get named, whatever the case may be in some cases, like evolutions and such. So the recent capture box has the picture, obviously, of the Pokemon that's going to be caught. Expect a lot of funny jokes here and there with me slapping things on top of the Pokemon, because the nicknames all tend to be stupid. Not stupid in a bad way, stupid in a haha funny way. Regardless, then below that is the Pokemon's number and their name. It's all question marks right now just because it's a template. Below that is the Pokemon's nickname and claimed by section. The nickname obviously is a nickname that the user named them, and the claimed by section is the user who claimed them. So it's, again, all very self-explanatory, all very simple. It seems a bit complicated, but it's really not. And then at the very bottom of the screen, we have the episode guest box. It's not even really a box, it's more like a footer, I guess. So, the way this would also have worked, and the way it's going to work, obviously, is each person that donates, or that donated, would get a chance to be in the Let's Play as a co-commentator at some point. I'm going to be doing that probably over Skype with each person, assuming I can get a hold of them all, because it has been like a year and a half at this point, so a lot of them probably don't fucking even look at Rooster Teeth anymore. I'll figure that one out when I get to it. But basically, each person that donated is guaranteed to have a spot. They can take the spot if they want it, or they can reject the spot if they don't want it. But the point is they have a spot guaranteed within this Let's Play. If I have to stretch it out and make time for that person, I will. But I'm also going to bring in other people, because there were some people close to the end when I just needed to get this thing done, so I started taking nicknames left and right with people that didn't donate. Those people are not guaranteed a spot. They will probably be in the video, but if by the end of the series they're not, I'm not going to wait for them. There will also be people completely outside the realm of nicknamers and donations who will probably get to be in this on occasion, because it's more fun if I have people involved, basically. So, let's break down the guest area a little bit. It's actually quite simple. In the spot where Pikachu is, there's going to be a picture of them, or a picture of their user profile picture on Rooster Teeth or whatever, and their username. Simple as that. Didn't really need explanation at all, but I did it anyways. But so that's what's happening around the edges of the screen, and I guess that's pretty much it. Now you have all these boxes here that you can see, and they'll be filled up over time, and it'll all make more sense probably once we get into the video, like the actual series, and things start to fill up on their own, and it's going to be a magical adventure, and Pokemon, yay. Now then, the way I plan to do it is, ideally I can get each person to record, like, obviously at least one part, but ideally I would like to get three parts per person. Wow, my tongue almost died there. That doesn't mean if I say, hey, do you want to record with me at any point, you're going to be roped in for 3 episodes guaranteed. It's pretty much as much time as you have. If you only want to be in 1, you're going to be in 1. If you want to be in 3, you'll be in 3. If you want to be in 5, I mean, I'll have to figure out a way to stretch that out, because I don't want to have the same person on 5 episodes in a row. That might drive some people crazy. But basically, though, it's just whoever I can get a hold of, whenever I can get a hold of them. Priority based on the people who donated. But to fill time, because there's going to be a lot of times where I have to go grinding, either because I'm entirely too weak to fight whatever gym I'm going to, or at the end I have to grind a lot to level up. Then there needs to be something to fill time, so I've developed a little list of questions. Right now, there are only, let's see, I didn't number this list, so I'm a genius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So right now on this list there are 12 questions. The list will probably expand over time, and it will probably be refined over time. But right now there's just 12 questions, very simple questions. They're actually not very simple questions at all. They're kind of not difficult or complex, but they're relatively in-depth. They're conversational questions, basically. And all of them are centered around Pokemon, so if you happen to donate, or if you happen to join me and you don't know shit about Pokemon, these questions are gonna be out the fucking window, because they're not gonna be helpful at all. On the flip side of that, though, I guess I should probably make a list of random questions just to ask people, or Pokemon-related questions that aren't necessarily reliant on Pokemon language. I cannot talk today. Regardless, though, I'll have to figure something out. Like I said, it'll all be refined over time. I could have taken more time to refine it even, like, more precisely and intelligently, but once again, it's been a year and a half. This needed to fucking get done. So that's why I'm doing this now, and there's not a whole lot of everything being perfectly planned. I'm also really bad about, like, I have the plans in my head, I have exactly how it's going to be. I just can't put it into words because for some reason my brain shuts down when I try to explain something. It's like my own plans make sense to me, but to anybody else they're not going to make sense because I either can't explain them or because they sound like madness. Completely regardless, though. So we have these questions, they're set. We have the border, it's set. Then comes the whole thing about the nicknames. Now, the way the nicknames will work is I'm only going to seek out and capture, like with Pokeballs, like in the wild battle throw. I'm only going to do that with each Pokemon's lowest evolved form. That way, whenever I evolve them, they can keep the nickname, and basically the nickname sticks. So there's less nicknames than I needed overall. Instead of needing 150 nicknames, I only needed, I forget, like 80 or 90 something, I can't remember. The point is, though, is I actually have every Pokemon nicknamed. I have all of them here in front of me. There's a whole list. It's quite a long list. And again, a lot of people donate for these, a lot of people didn't donate for these. I don't remember who did and didn't donate, but I know I have a list of it somewhere, so it's perfectly fine. I think it's actually on my Rooster Teeth account. I think I had sent a message to myself so I would know who donated at what points. Actually, no, I don't even need that. That's right, because I made a journal as to when I would start taking donations free. Or not donations, when I would start taking nicknames free. And basically every nickname before that point are the ones that were donated. So, thank Adam for archiving. Adam being the tech guy of Rooster Teeth. Not the point. But I have all these nicknames. They're all set to go. Everything is ready, pretty much. And yeah, I guess that's about all I could think of, honestly. Well, I don't know what else to say. That's pretty much the end. It's done. So, I guess this is episode 0, as I said. After this, we'll lead straight into the first episode, which will be the first episode. I don't know what else you want me to say here. That's it. This is episode 0, we're gonna go to episode 1. This is the explanation episode to summarize everything, to explain the origins and blah 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 blah. Regardless, though, finally begins the Pokemon Yellow Let's Play. So, thank all of you for waiting around for me to fucking get around to doing this finally. Thank all of you for being patient, except for you, FisherX, because you constantly badgered me about this, which was relatively annoying and somewhat stressful, but, you know, I have no defense about that. It fucking took me way too long to get along to doing this. So, really, while it was not an enjoyable thing that you were always, pestering me about, it was actually really good that you did, because it helped me get on the ball and fucking get it done. I'm putting a message in this video. Completely skipping over all of that, though. Thank everyone for being so patient. Thank everyone for waiting. I hope you enjoy the Let's Play. It's going to be very long. It's going to be very Pokemon-y. Something. Lots of talking. Lots of playing. So, yeah. Enjoy.
Ready?